So we are in Trexler Gallery, which is the home to the American Art Collection for the Art Museum. And I kind of wanted to just connect some dots. Every piece of art in here is important to the history of art. So today I wanted to highlight November Skies by Henry Woodbridge Parton, and he was painting at the turn of the century. He grew up in upstate New York on the Hudson River, and both of his older brothers were painters, and they were part of the Hudson River School. Are you familiar with the Hudson River School? So think of large, grandiose American landscape paintings of the American wilderness. And so he really got his love of nature going out with his brothers who were painting in plein air, which is outdoors. And in 1867, he went to Paris, and he studied with the Barbizon School and studied Impressionist landscape. Now, where the Hudson River School was the realistic wilderness, the Impressionist landscapes in Europe were of civilized landscapes. Because think of America at that time was mostly wilderness. While he was there, he was introduced to a small movement called tonalism. Has anybody ever heard of tonalism? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what the tonalists did is took the idea of an impression of a landscape, and then they kind of edited it, the images, and they infused it with mood by their use of color. So as you're standing before this, can somebody tell me, what's the mood that you feel when you're looking at this?
Somber. Depressing.
Another cloudy day. And cool, with cool colors.
So what the tonalists did is they chose more contemplative times of day and seasons like dawn and dusk and fall and winter. Those times of day and seasons really cast a different light on a subject. So the other thing I was interested in is who was buying this artwork. So at this time in America, the wealthy were making their money from industrialism. So these wealthy industrialists are, they have their offices in factories, they're living in big cities, there's a lot of noise, and imagine yourself, you're coming home from work and you walk in the door and you close that city behind you and this is the painting in front of you. How does that make you feel?
Quiet.
Calm, relaxed.
Yeah. The contemporary of this would be the Ashcan School, and they were painting the scenes of the city. And what these wealthy industrialists were attracted to were these landscapes. They were collecting the Hudson River, they were collecting the Impressionists, they were collecting the tonalists, because they were looking for that peaceful release when they came home. And they really wanted to be transported into these landscape scenes. Nature is what they were feeling removed from. And really, isn't that what art can do for you? It can transport you into another space and time.